All right, timestamp June 2nd, 2025, about 10 a.m. Again, nearly out of this, whatever this is. So, feeling pretty good. Been sleeping, which is good, you know, because, sleeping. I've got. What's on your mind, Acorn? What? 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 You trying to tell me something? What? Hmm? Yeah? You were yelling at me a minute ago. You gonna yell at me again? Do I need to do the door? Is that what's going on? I need to do the door? Look at this guy. Is this what you want? Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. You wanna? You wanna? Okay, okay. Quit messing with me, man. It's not funny. No Spice Girls. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I heard some rattling around in that stuff last night. I was walking Acorn at, I don't know, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And there was something in there. Like, bigger than a mouse, something. Like, large rat, raccoon, squirrel, house party, I don't know, something. I'm coming, I'm coming. He gets worried that I'm gonna, like, ditch him. You're gonna go back inside and leave me out here all by myself. I don't like that. It makes me scared. You're such a baby. Pee and poop, that's the goal. Pee and poop. Oh. He walked right past the rabbit. To quote Arthur, that rabbit is dynamite. He walked right past the rabbit and then realized, oh, wait, what? And by then the rabbit had already been like, Bolt, I'm out. He didn't see me. Jedi bunny trick here. Keep walking, dog. Keep walking. You don't see me. That's a log. Yeah. Yeah, that's where the bunny went, but you're not. It's not happening, sir. No. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Got a bunch of phone calls I'm going to make, and then I'm probably going to pass out for a bit. Try and get a hold of Billy at the VA. I got like a weird notice, and I don't know if it's a sales attempt or if it's an actual renewal notice, but I got something about the homeowner's insurance for the house. But the way it's worded, I don't know if it's almost like an advert disguised as a renewal notice. Because I've seen companies that'll do that stuff. You know, it'll be called to renew today, and it's not actually a renewal. They're trying to sell you a new product or service. I'm not sure which it is, and Mom's not here to ask, and Dad wouldn't know. So I need to call them and try and find out, do I need to renew, or are you guys just looking for a new contract? Because I need to know, because that determines whether or not I hang up the phone or not. Because you may be trying to scam a couple of 80-somethings. And unfortunately, I'm walking into the ring not knowing what they've done. So I don't know. That's a problem. Part of the problem was, and if you're an older person or a younger person watching this, one of the problems that I'm running into with some of the paperworky stuff is my mom was so determined to be independent and keep everything close to the vest that I don't necessarily know what's fact and fiction regarding her bookkeeping anymore. I had a good clue about it 2 years ago when I was helping out, but I know that she changed some things, which, people do, that's fine. But you left me no notes, and you were a little defiant towards the end about how I'm going to handle it. Well, now you're not here to handle it, and I'm trying to put the puzzle together, and the box top is gone. So, I know generally speaking what the picture looks like, but only generally speaking. So that complicates stuff and things, you know? So my point here is, young people, talk to your parents. Parents, if you're watching this, don't leave a notebook or something with a, do this, do this, do this, do this. These are the people we're doing business with. You know what I mean? If someone else contacts you, I don't know about it because these are the people we're doing business with. If we've got ABC Insurance, we have ABC Insurance. So when Omega Insurance calls you, we don't have any business with them. I need to know those things. And I don't. Okay, you're not a goat, buddy. I mean, aside from the whole greatest of all time, that, obviously. But I'm talking, you're not a goat. Quit eating. I got great kibble in there. Put that down. We got great kibble. Come on. Mr. Acorn, come on. It's like broccoli, huh? Got stuck in your teeth. Yeah. I know, you don't have brake lights. I know. I'm going this way. If you need to pee and poop and whatnot, you need to do it now. You were barking at me to come outside. I assumed it was with, a purpose. You had a mission in mind. Did you get so excited about coming outside you forgot why you needed to do it? Do not poop on my carpet. We got to talk about your traffic habits here. Still definitely have a little bit going on there, but I don't feel as sapped as I was, because it was just dropping my energy way down. Yeah, I'm going this way. I'm going into the labyrinth. And they're predicting a busier than normal hurricane season. That's real concerning because I don't have this roof taken care of. And there's so much here that just needs to be thrown away. It was already sketchy from a standpoint of even selling at a garage sale, but now it's gotten wet and there's mold. It's just nasty. There's some stuff here that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? And then there's other stuff that I look at and go, no, that just needs to be in a hopper somewhere. Number one, no one's going to pay me for it. Number two, it shouldn't be in the wild. It's gross. I got lampshades over here that are cracked and broken and dusty and dirty, and why are we hanging on to that? I know part of the issue, Scrappy ran off. Maybe he had that whole, oh, I need to pee before we go back in. Yeah, do that. But I know my parents, to a degree, had that whole, someone will pay something for it. At a certain point, just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. It's not worth it. Just let it go. So, bright side, I'll be able to thin a lot of this stuff just because it is now garbage. It is now garbage. A year ago, 2 years ago, it might have been, $1, $5 items, but now it has been promoted to junk. That's just the truth of it. But I need to get the bed bug situation taken care of first. I got hope. And that's why we don't eat grass. Or maybe that is why you do eat grass, but I don't know why your tummy's upset. Dude, open door, go. Yeah. Left, right, right. Mmm. Yummy. So, made some progress. Got dishes in the dishwasher, dryer, washer. I got all that stuff going. Got my silverware door set. Very exciting. My parents had 2 drawers in the kitchen with silverware. Like 100 spoons, 60 forks, 100 spreaders, butter knives. Guys, calm down. Remember how I was saying about I could have a banquet for 300 people and not run out of stuff? I might have needed a little bit of silverware, but not much. We don't need that much. We don't need 2 drawers worth. That's just silly. It is silly. So, and they were both the ones by the stove over here. So I moved those. That was these 2 over here. So now this one is, I set that to be the junk drawer because the silverware drawer that is now the silverware drawer was the junk drawer. And I cleaned it out and yikes. But I mean, I understand keeping some twisty ties and matches and stuff like that. I'm okay with that. And this is going to be my kitchen, like, stovetop utensil drawer. And the drawer across the way, which has utensils and all kinds of other stuff just wedged into it. I'll show you. This is the kind of, if Acorn will move. This is almost the way I had it 2 years ago. But they've thickened it up a little bit, if you know what I mean. So I need to go back through that, thin that down a little bit. And I think I'm going to make that my knife drawer. Because my knife drawer is... And there's a lot of good stuff for every occasion, you know, Sue and otherwise. Yeah, I'm going to get you a cookie. I know, that's why you're like circling me like Bruce over here. Do you need a bigger cookie? Will that do? Okay, go. No. So, we got a lot of great kitchen knives to work with, which, cool. But I have to, like, pick through them. I can't really see what I've got. They're just piled on top of other piles. So I'm going to move them into that other drawer because it's a little bit wider. And that puts it right near where the space is going to be open for prepping and all that. I cleaned out the cabinet underneath here, and I'm going to put the, like, weird excess one-off appliances down there. The stuff I'm not going to use on the regular, but that I might use once every week or two, so I don't, you know, bury them somewhere where they're not accessible. But the way that cabinet's set up, if you're doing anything with the dishwasher, you're blocking that cabinet. It's really inconvenient. The silverware drawer I don't mind as much, especially if I'm going to be, like, serving on the bar. Then I can just pull the drawer out, and, you know, as I'm plating, I can silverware. So that works out pretty well. But I mean, my mom 2 years ago told me set this up the way that you would if you were running this as a kitchen. Okay. So now I'm really doing that because she's not here to threaten me with an ice hammer. I'll go into that one later. It was a thing. One of the times my mom yelled at me 2 years ago, which, again, the more I look back on things, the more I think there was some cognitive issues that we just really weren't recognizing as cognitive issues because we were so focused on dad. I think. And we'll never know, but I know what I know. You know? So yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick because I'm trying to get better about that. I won't be seeing my girl today. I won't be seeing her till tomorrow. We're going to run around doing a bunch of stuff, but I got a couple of phone calls to make. I got some questions I got to ask the lawyer. Got some medical billing questions regarding one of my kids. Because Kelly hates making those phone calls, so that's usually my thing. I should be able to, because I got a bunch of clean dishes. I just need to wipe out that last cabinet. I can start setting it with the bakeware. And my kitchen proper is going to be pretty much squared, which is cool. Very cool. I did some cooking last night too, did some food prep. I've got some of the black containers, the like little 2-pocket, like entree side dish black containers with lids. Picked up a bunch of those a while back because the idea was that I would be able to do food prep here, and when my fam comes over, they could, because they don't have, it's hard to cook it at George. It is. There's just not much room. But the idea being there would be a whole bunch of meals. I'm basically making, microwave dinners for them. But good stuff, whole foods, like not, preservative crap. So I did a bunch of cooking last night. That's part of why I didn't get as much done in the kitchen, but it was for a noble cause. So I've got them, they're probably frozen now or close to frozen, but because I'd make a meal, put it in the container, put it in the freezer, and it's been sitting there. So I've got about 10 or 12 of those stacked up, plus Acorn and I had some potatoes with cheese and sausage. It was pretty good. Which is also the entree and a couple of those, the containers that I made, and I've got a small takeout container in the fridge for me for later, so if I want a snack or something, I can heat that up and have some leftovers, that's one of my goals, and it usually works out this way. Leftovers in this house, in any house where I'm running the kitchen, leftovers are never really oh man, I make food that's good enough the first time around, that the second time around you don't mind so much. And they are digging that fountain, which is cool. Yeah, Jinx has been mesmerized by it a little bit here and there, which is fun to watch. I had a feeling you would be, because, again, water summons him. He loves running water. And I did contact the young lady regarding the orange cat, and she said she's a college student, she's off this week, so however, whatever we want to do to hook up, which is cool. Just got to figure that out because it's going to be kind of a hectic week. Pix is unhappy because she's going to be running a bunch of errands for the kids and stuff. Just every day there's something going on. She's got a couple of shifts at the tree, which is good. I mean, we're stable financially, with what we had sandbagged, but having an influx of additional money is not exactly a bad thing. And I'm not working, per se. But I am probably a few days away from starting to get set up for, not necessarily to do a garage sale, but at least to get things in motion to start setting up for, it's precursor. Trying to set that up. Especially some of the kitchen stuff. Because, yikes. Will it sell? I have no idea. I'm hopeful. Because we need the space, and getting the cash into the estate's a good idea, because the sooner we start, the sooner we get done. Because this is going to be quite the slog. And you haven't even seen everything. It's If I get bored, something's really wrong with me. I may get aggravated and burned out here and there, but boredom, no excuse for that. I have a sleeping acorn. Well, he likes laying down right under my feet so that if I get up quickly, I stomp on him. He likes that. It's weird. Is that sadistic or masochistic? I think it's masochistic. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Oh, kitchen's almost done. You can see it, when you can see it in your mind's eye and you're like bippity boppity boo, just moving the stuff around in your head and you can see where, anyway, maybe it's just me. I know my youngest is like, oh, it's like Tony Stark with the whole pulling things out and yeah, it's kind of like that. My kids speak Marvel. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Phone calls. Yay. Make it a great day.